Greetings and salutations, humans. Welcome to the channel. This is your host, PutinBot. This morning, we are going to be doing a full review and guide of one of the new epics from the recent fusion, and I am talking to y'all about Wuji. I fused her, I fully booked her out, fully mastered her during this last clan versus clan, and I've got to admit, I'm impressed with her. Without any further ado, let's just jump right on in. We'll kind of go over all this, and I will leave up to y'all to decide. One of the things I am curious to know, though, in the comments down below, if y'all would let me know, did you fuse the High Elf Legendary Champion that Wuji was a part of, or did y'all opt to keep the epics? I am honestly intrigued. For me, with my account personally, Wuji's the only champion that I went after. I didn't really need any of the other ones for my account for where I am in the game. But Wuji looked appealing, and so as you can see, that's what we got. And let's just go and kind of start with her looks, her aesthetics. Now, to me, she looks like like a Sith Lord or something. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is what I would think a female Sith would kind of look like. I mean, look at this. I mean, she looks like Darth Maul's sister from the Phantom Menace. I mean, look at those eyeballs. Glowing purple. I'm going to assume that she has a mouth. She gets a little bit chilly in the wintertime, but not too much. She's got those knee-high boots. Her feet probably get a little bit cold though, but you know, she's got the platform, she's got the high heels, so she's got that going on for her. As far as her gear goes that I have her in, I have got her in a attack banner. I have got her in crit damage amulet. I've got her in an attack ring. And as y'all can see, I've got her in 1 perception, 1 speed set, then 2 broken pieces. I'm going to go over her kit here in just a moment, but one thing I just want to kind of explain to y'all, while she does have some accuracy, I did not prioritize it. I wanted to build her as a nuker. I've got her in crit damage gauntlets. I've got her in an attack chest. And I got my crit rate from any place I could find it from, because I really wanted her to be in those crit damage gauntlets. I wanted to see how hard she could hit. And I'm specifically building this champion out to work in Hydra. I want to use her as a Hydra champion, and I will be doing some testing on that later on this week. And her total stats, she is squishy, 28,357 hit points. Her attack is 4,700. Her defense is low, 2,398. Her crit rate's 101. Crit damage is 246. Like I said, her accuracy is serviceable for the traditional dungeons, but for Doom Tower Hard, it's not going to be high enough, but that's fine, because I'm not building her around her debuff. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at her skills. Her A1 is called Dire Twin Blade, attacks 1 enemy, has a 30% chance of placing the big version of Weaken for 2 turns, will target all enemies instead of 1 when counterattacking with this skill. Her A2, World of Darkness, attacks all enemies, has a 55% chance, books up to 75%, of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. And then her A3, Shinobi Arts, places a perfect veil buff and a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Her kit kind of reminds me of Talia. Talia has the same thing with her A3, which puts on the counterattack. The difference is, Talia, just like Wuji, is fragile. So unless you build a team around her that can keep her alive, Talia doesn't really get a chance to actually use that A3 because she dies. Wuji, with that perfect veil, has damage mitigation built into her kit, giving her a chance to retaliate with that AoE nuke. And then her aura is increased ally attack in all battles by 20%. Not shabby at all. For Masteries, I'm not going to run Wuji in the arena, so I went down to War Master. I did pick up Kill Streak to get some extra speed whenever she kills people, because she does hit hard. And I've got Methodical, just to get some extra use out of that A1. And Single Out and Bring It Down are very safe choices with this particular champion. And I went down to Retribution, just to get more chances to gain more counterattacks. I've got Delayed Death, going for some more mitigation for damage. Resurgent, just give me a chance to remove any debuffs if she does get CC'd. Blast Proof, again, just looking to mitigate damage, because when she's under that veil, she cannot be targeted with a single hit. She can only be hit by an AoE. And so I want to give her some more survivability with that. And I start off with Tough Skin, because, hey, why not? As far as books go for your Wuji, she does like to read. As you can see, she is a well-educated Sith Lord. Just like anyone that you'd expect from the Star Wars universe, Wuji is well-educated, she's well-read. You need to have a sharp mind in addition to a sharp weapon. Speaking of weapons, y'all tell me in the comment section below, is this a real weapon from Japan or China or whatever, or is this something that Raid kind of put together? It looks, I don't know, it just, her entire motif just looks like a dark lady or something like that. I love the look. I've got to admit it. I really do love it. And that's enough talking about how much I enjoy looking at this lady. Let's go in and see what she can do. Let's go ahead and get some extra energy. Thank you very much from the arena. Let's kind of go in and see what she looks like in dungeon. So here we are in Dragon 20. I put together this team because I want to see just how hard I can make her hit. Like I said, for my account, I'm looking to use her in Hydra. I'm also looking to use her in secret rooms in the Doom Tower. So I'm going to do this with a couple of Void Legendary champions. Okay, well, it's 3 of them. I'm going to use Archmage Helmet to also boost Wuji's crit damage. I'm interested to see how hard I can make her hit, and then we'll do another run with the more free-to-play, accessible, early game account. So we're just going to manual the first little bit here. I want to test this. So I'm using Arbiter. We're going to do the attack up. We don't need Yumiko's skills right now. Let's get the crit damage buff up. Archmage Helmet, by the way, for those of y'all who are just getting started out in Raid, is a great champion to get it for free in Doom Tower Normal. I highly recommend getting them. Okay, so we are going to start off using Wuji's A1. And just the way that she stands here, just the way they did her model, I'm impressed. Okay, that's enough talk about how she looks, Putin. Let's get back to the point. We want to see some numbers. So let's hit Horden. Let me actually slow this down some. Actually, we'll just cycle back around to her real fast. But she hit for 75k on her A1 there. So that's not shabby at all. Let's go ahead and throw out a stun. Okay, let's slow this down to 1x speed. We're going to do the A2. The A2 is the nuke, and it has a chance of placing that block buffs debuff. So let's see how hard does this hit. 97 to 102,000, I think was the biggest one that I saw. Y'all, she hits. I am very, very impressed. Oops, that's auto. Let's just speed this up. I want to get back to the second wave. And test it again. And I do appreciate y'all stopping by and taking a look at this. She's the new champion. I'm interested to see what she's able to do. That was 25k with her A1 there when she finishes off that Bombardier. Okay, so attack up. think we all have our skills back. Yep. Crit damage up. Defense down. Slow this down. Okay, so the A2 is down, which is fine. We will go ahead and let's go do the A3. I want to give the enemy a chance to actually attack. So there's the perfect veil. There's the counterattack buff. Hoping someone slaps us with an AoE so we can see how that AoE works. Come on. Someone hit Wuji. Okay, we're just going to do the A2 again. Yes, 128k to 100k. Y'all, she packs a punch. She hits like a truck. We've still got the counterattack buff up, which is nice. I'm waiting for that Tyrell to take a turn. That's what I really want to see. I want to see the counterattack. So right there, y'all saw that the speed buff that their apothecary puts down did not land because that block buff's debuff. Here we go. Counterattack. Boom. Counterattacks do less damage, by the way, than a regular hit with an A1, but 20k across the board is good. That's respectable. And we'll just go ahead and A1 Tyrell. A bit less that time. We had the defense down, but we had the weaken, but Tyrell has a higher armor class than the attack-based champions. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we'll cut from the dragon here, and then we'll go through. We'll do this run on full auto with a more accessible team here. Okay, so here we are back in Dragon 20. We've got a more accessible team. We've got Frozen Banshee, who is a rare champion. We have Sachi in the lead, who is, of course, the showcase for this particular video. We have Thylesia for our defense down. We have Sachi for turn meter boost and an attack up buff. And we have Skyle the Drakes, who you get for free after 6 months, who is a great legendary champion. If you don't have her yet, be patient. You'll get her soon, and you're going to love her. Let's get into it. And there we have it, ladies and gents. So let's kind of take a look at the damage. Wuji comes in the lead with 1.1 million damage. Sachi, our second damage dealer on the team, comes in at 839,000. And then Frozen Banshee, she was the win condition against the dragon, came in with 1 million damage, and all of her damage came in from killing the dragon with the poisons. Oh, that had a chance of being such a good piece. That's heartbreaking. We'll go ahead and keep it. Maybe the rolls are going to crit damage if we're lucky. Let's take a look. And we will go ahead and do a Doom Tower hard floor, because why not? So this is where I'm interested in seeing what she is able to do. So the biggest reason I wanted her is I wanted to run her in Doom Tower hard secret rooms, and also specifically for the Hydra. What y'all able to see, for example, in that dragon video was her counterattack from her A3 when the dragon breathes, she lives through the blast because she has that perfect veil. She's taking that mitigated damage. Then she counterattacks, getting that free hit, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So let's go and see what she does here in Doom Tower Hard. And there we have it, y'all. We're using an epic champion as the only nuker on the team. And what's really fun about Wuji is that she excels whenever you're fighting an enemy team with a lot of AoE damage. That's why that blast proof mastery is so important. That's why her A3 with that counterattack that then triggers the AoE on the A1 for her is so impactful. Wuji did 923,000 damage on that wave, and that run was never in any jeopardy at all whatsoever. Let's go ahead and rate Wuji, and I think we'll go ahead and end the video here very soon. I mean, I could show y'all some other dungeons, but I don't really think there's going to be a need to, because she's doing the same job pretty much everywhere, where she puts on the veil, she puts on the counterattack. That A2 of hers is incredibly powerful and impactful. Whenever you deny the enemy team the ability to buff their damage or to buff their skills, that is a huge advantage that you have. And that's the same in Doom Tower as it is in Hydra. And Wuji does a great job with being able to land that type of thing. So let's go ahead and rate her. You can use her as a campaign farmer early game, but I think it's probably not going to be the best place for her. Like, you'll replace her pretty quick. We're going to give her a 3. Wuji in Arena, I think, would be very serviceable if you put her in the Helm Smasher Mastery. I'm not going to run her there because I just simply do not have her built to be an Arena nuker. Early game to mid game, I think she'll be serviceable. Especially with that A2, again, you're denying the ability of the enemy to do what they want to do. Plus, it hits hard. Her A2 is hard hitting. We'll give her a 4. Same thing with Arena Defense. Faction Wars, I think she will be absolutely amazing. There's a lot of AoE champions in Faction Wars. She gives herself an ability to help her stay alive within the form of that perfect veil. She has a counterattack. She has a weaken. I think she'll do a great job there. Think she'll do fine in all of the keeps. Fine in Minotaur. Spirit keep, she'll be weak affinity. Let's give her a 3. Dragon's Lair, y'all just saw, wave clear. Fire Knights is going to be weak for her, so we will go ahead and give it a 2. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you're using turn meter control against a Fire Knight, he never takes a turn, so the counterattack is pointless. Also, the A2 will be useless because the Fire Knight won't be able to place a buff because you're controlling his turn meter. So all you're doing is her A1, and she's a single hitter on the A1. Fire Knight doesn't make any sense for her. Spider's early game. I mean early, like before stage 16, you can gear Wuji to be your Spiderling tank, and then she'll just start counterattacking those Spiderlings every time they hit her, and she'll just blow them up. So early game, I'll give her a 4. Late game, though, she's going to kind of peter off. Demon Lord, she has a weaken. I don't really think that's the place for her, though. We'll just do a 3. Magic Keep, all the way up. Ice Golem is a bit trickier because you want to avoid as much direct damage as you can, and she is all about direct damage. Let's go ahead and give her a 4. Well, y'all, I guess that will conclude our guide on Wuji of the Shadowkin. Do y'all think that I'm a little bit higher on Wuji than y'all think is appropriate? Do y'all think that she will be great in the Hydra clan boss like I think she's going to be? Or do y'all think she is just going to be a mid-tier force-based attack champion? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please do your favorite bot a solid. Push that thumb up button, that like button. I appreciate that. And then that subscribe button, that's right there next to it. Do me a favor and hit that. Channel's small. I will take all the help I'm able to get. My goal is to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year. We are growing at a pretty good pace. I want to keep that momentum going. And I think that with Wuji's help, I will be able to start giving y'all quality content that you are going to love to see. And I'm going to continue this raid journey with y'all. Y'all, this is PutinBot. I'm heading out. Have a good one.